So you're telling me you got fitness goals, right? You want to build muscle, you want to lose body fat, and a lot of that has to do with your nutrition. But you're also telling me your biggest pain point is tracking. Tracking your food takes time, takes effort, takes consistency. Well, that's going to be the number one method, right? That's going to allow us to know exactly how to move the needle whichever way you're looking to go. However, if you absolutely cannot track, I'm going to share with you a method today that is effective, it's simple, and it's very sustainable. It's called 5 ingredients or less. So let me get into this. Our 5 ingredients here, they're actually going to be whole foods. These are the things that are going to go onto your plate. All right. So our first one is protein. Then we got veggies, starch, fruit, fat, and I have a supplemental category down at the end that I'll share with you what I mean in a little bit. So our first one, some examples here are protein is steak, fish, chicken, pork, ground meat, turkey, and then at the bottom I have emergency protein sources. Okay, these are things that if I don't have my protein prepared or I don't have a lot of time, I can just grab them and make sure that I'm getting my protein in for the day. Those examples are deli meat, eggs, Greek yogurt, and rotisserie chicken. All right, those are very simple to just grab and go. Now, the reason that you don't see some of the vegetables on there or potentially like legumes or beans is because animal protein sources carry amino acids. And what that is going to do is provide you with protein synthesis. Not to get too technical or sciencey here, but what that's going to do is it's going to repair the muscles and also allow them to grow. Okay? We're not getting that. These are not complete protein sources in beans and legumes. You need additional micronutrients in order to affect that physiologically in your body. All right? So that's why I like to stick with the animal sources. Next, we got vegetables. We got broccoli, asparagus, squash, cauliflower, peas, corn, tomato, leafy greens, peppers. All right? These are all going to be based on your flavor profile. Those are just some of the ones that I like. Then we got starches. We have rice. We got oats. We got quinoa. Yes, we do have pasta and bread on there, okay? But it's going to be how you orchestrate it on your plate in order for it to be effective. We also have potatoes here, whether they're white potatoes, whether they're multicolor or sweet potatoes. Next, we got fruit. We got a variety of examples here: bananas, berries, melons, mangoes. Again, flavor profile. Next, we have fats. We have avocado, cheese, butter, nut butter, right? Peanut butter, nut butter. Those are in the fat category. I know there's protein in there, but it would take a lot of calories, a lot of nut butter for us to get that 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight of protein. So think about the amount of nut butter and the dense calorically it is, right? So we probably blow our calories for the day out just trying to get the protein. You're probably gonna make yourself sick too. All right, and then we have oils down at the bottom as well as nuts. So oils, we wanna stick with the healthier versions, avocado and olive oil. And then the last section here that I put as supplemental, all right? It takes a lot of these animal protein sources to get to that 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight, right? So if you think of a 200-pound male, they need 200 grams of protein. That's a lot of chicken, right? You may not be able to consume all of that throughout the day. You're walking around full. That's not a good feeling. So we use protein powders, protein drinks, cottage cheese, legumes, and beans as additional sources of protein. Now, these aren't going to be our main, but we add them to our meals for just added additional protein source, okay? All right, So how do I go about implementing these 5 ingredients or less? Well, you got to orchestrate the plate. All right, and we got to make sure that we have the right portions on the plate. So I drew this pie chart here to kind of give you an idea of how we want to orchestrate it. We are always going to prioritize protein. That's going to be our #1 macronutrient. Whether you're looking to lose body fat or whether you're looking to gain muscle, that's going to be a priority each day. So protein's going to take up about 1/4 of our plate. Our next macronutrient, or our next piece of food, is going to be our vegetables. That's going to take up about 1/2 of the plate. So we got about 3/4 of the plate taken care of between protein and vegetables. Next, we're going to do a starch. So that's where we start to add in the pasta and the bread, right? If you go out to an Italian restaurant per se, or somebody's having pasta for dinner, the majority of the time, the bowl or the plate, that is going to be taken up by the pasta. And then maybe we add some protein and vegetables on top. I want you to flip that around, and I want you to add the protein in there first and the vegetables in there first, and then a smaller portion of the pasta. All right, so you still get to have pasta, or you still get to have bread, but we're taking care of the first 2, right? Macronutrients, micronutrients that are going to support what we're trying to do as far as our fitness goals. And then we still have a little bit of flavor there. All right, the next 2 are going to be your fruit and your fat. Those are going to be the smallest portions on the plate. Okay. Now, if you are unable to get all 5 of those ingredients, that's okay, right? We'll look at getting the protein on the plate. We look at getting the vegetables on the plate. If you get those 2, you're definitely going to win, right? You are not going to overeat on steak and broccoli. I promise you that. You will be full before you blow your calories out for the day. Now, these other ones, you can certainly do that with a starch, adding too much pasta. You can certainly do that with a fat, adding too much butter or oil. So if we're getting the 5 ingredients or less, we're definitely going to win with your nutrition goals. And we don't necessarily have to track that. That may be the best part. So other ways that I use this, if I'm going out to a restaurant, I'm going to use the 5 ingredients or less method, right? People are always like, what should I eat when I go out to a restaurant? Use the 5 ingredients or less. We're going to start with the protein. So decide what you want to eat protein-wise and then build your plate around that. So we got protein and veggies always first, taking up the majority, right? The majority of our plate. If we don't get the rest of these on, that's okay. But we want to get those 2 on. And then if we want some flavor to it, we just add the other 3 ingredients. All right? The other way that I use the 5 ingredients or less method is, hey Travis, I don't really know how to go grocery shopping. What should I be getting at the store? Well, make a list just like this, right? Protein, veggies, starch, fruit, fat, and then list about 3 to 5 foods under each category. And that's exactly what you go to the store and get. So I hope this is helpful to you. I know the pain of tracking is there. It's going to be the most accurate, and it's going to be helpful and freeing to you. But if you're in a situation where you can't track, you can't weigh your food, or it's just a challenge to you as far as getting your fitness journey started, go with the 5 ingredients or less method. It's going to work. I've done it. Other people have done it. It definitely works. So I hope this video provided you with some insight into your nutrition and how you can implement a new method. Please stay tuned to the next video. I'm going to share the 3 Ps. All right, so this is going to identify why we are not getting the right things into our body as far as nutrition goes. So the 3 Ps are planning, they are preparing, and it is plating. All right, so I look forward to being with you next time. Have a great day.